next thing we want to talk about is beauty standards, which is a really, really hot topic on social media at the moment, especially with all the influencers and all the Instagram posts and everything.
Yeah, I think this is a very broad subject, and there's a lot of different aspects to it. Like, I think there's definitely positive and negative things that fit into the beauty standard conversation. For example, there's a lot of body positive Instagrammers and a lot of people who are just trying to, make sure you're healthy and happy regardless of your size. And then there are other people who just show off a fake side of themselves. They lie about getting plastic surgery and looking perfect, and they do body checking. So they just want to show off how skinny they are, so that way others who aren't as skinny as them don't feel good, which you see a lot on TikTok, which is dangerous because it's an app mostly made for teenagers and early preteens, and those are the ages that eating disorders usually start.
Eating disorders. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's kind of my view on beauty standards.
I agree with what you said, but I also think that nowadays there's a lot more positive body image that is being projected in social media. Like, for example, there's a lot more people that are comfortable in their own bodies and comfortable with their faces and how their natural hair looks, because everyone is beautiful in a way,
Yeah, I think for sure. So do you feel like there's more positive things going on for beauty standards and body image things, or do you feel like it's more negative?
I think there's more positive content right now. I don't think there's more positive content than negative content, but at least on my feed, I see a lot of positive content. So that's what I like to look at. I prefer looking at just people that are comfortable being who they are and comfortable in their own skin but like you said, on TikTok, but I don't have the app. But I know that a lot of people can take this a very unhealthy route where they really delve into eating disorders and eat very little food so that they can look a certain way, or do the trends where they how do you say that trend? You know that trend?
No, you have to explain it.
Where they suck on this thing and they might make their lips pop out.
Yeah, I remember when that came around a couple of years ago.
That can be so dangerous too, right?
Yeah, people were doing with shot glasses or glass bottles, and it was breaking, stabbing them on their mouths. Which, I think it's a lot cheaper to just go get lip injections than to pay the hospital bill.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think, I don't know, it's tricky being on social media today, because I think in the early 2000s, maybe even towards the late 2010s, everybody wanted to be stick skinny. That was the trend. You wanted to be there was the 90s model, I think they called them heroin chic, and all this stuff, chic, not chic. But nowadays, because we're on a body positive route, people are interested in being curvy but still having that super skinny waist. Yeah. Which is more dangerous, because then people definitely need plastic surgery to attain those types of bodies, and people aren't being honest. A lot of people on Instagram who are getting plastic surgery and injections on their faces, injections on their hips, on their butt, all that stuff, aren't being honest about it. So young girls seeing that think it's natural, or they can work out just to get that body, when that's not the case.
And as you said, I do think that beauty standards are sometimes unrealistic on social media, and because of new apps like Facetune and stuff like that, people they don't even need surgery at this point. They just make themselves feel comfortable, which I think is completely fine. If they want to do surgery or if they want to edit their pictures, I think it's completely fine and okay, as long as you feel happy and content with what you show on Instagram and stuff, or TikTok, or whatever platform you use.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's fine if you Facetune your photos, if you edit everything, if you get plastic surgery, as long as you're honest about it, especially if you have a big platform. So somebody who I respect for that is James Charles, because he Facetunes his photos and he's honest about it. He says even in his videos, he's like, yeah, I edit it, I enhance the makeup, I make it look brighter than it naturally was. I love to Facetune. So he's honest about it without lying, which I think is good. So if you want to edit yourself to make your waist look skinny, do that. But don't lie to people and say, this is what I looked like exactly. Because people will find photos of you from that event and do the before and the after. And it's for people. So you're going to get caught out in the lie anyway. Might as well be upfront, is my opinion.
And like you said, especially if you have like a big audience that's looking up at you and looking like you're like a role model for them, like that's like very like unrealistic for them to achieve that goal. So they might do crazy things so that they can try to look a bit similar to whoever their role model is.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think is a way for young people or even people of all ages to try to maintain a healthy body image while navigating social media and looking at all these different influential things?
I mean, I think they should just first like really not compare themselves to other people and really start feeling comfortable with their own skin and how they feel inside, and living a healthy lifestyle overall, and not having to compare how they look and how they might appear to somebody that's on social media, for example, or another influencer.
Yeah, I think all of those are really good ideas. I'll also now, like on the screen, we'll put up some influencers we think that help promote a healthy body image, because I think it's necessary. If at least you're going to be consuming content, consume the right kind of content, so you're not harming yourself or holding yourself to a standard that isn't achievable. So the last thing that we wanted to discuss today was optimism. The last couple of things we discussed can be a bit heavy and not the nicest thing to have to hear or talk about. So we kind of wanted to talk about how to remain optimistic through social media and all these different things that young people today and even older people are having to deal with.
So I think the most important thing to stay optimistic on social media is by not being hateful to other people and to yourself as well. But like mainly just don't, like of course you can criticize, you have a right to your own opinion, but there's a way of saying your opinion that doesn't mean insulting other people or bullying other people, you know?
Yeah, I think that's very smart. The easiest way to create a good environment for everybody is to make sure you yourself are behaving in a way according to that. And also, like we said about the beauty standards, is you have to be very careful about what you choose to consume and what you choose to see. So if social media is upsetting you or you feel like you're being cyberbullied, I know it's not the easiest thing in the world, but log off. Stop looking. I think the healthiest thing to do if things are bothering you is to delete the apps. You're not going to die without Instagram. You're not going to die without Facebook or TikTok. So I think if it's bothering or upsetting you that much, just get rid of it. It's not worth the harm to your psyche.
And another thing is I think you should just follow people that are also positive and always help boost your self-confidence and help you feel better and happier in general.
Yeah, I know when you go to like kindergarten classrooms and schools and stuff, the motivational posters on the wall, like when life gives you lemons, hang in there with the little cat and things like that. And while they're a bit cheesy and a bit corny, if you see the same message over and over again, eventually it's going to sink in and you're going to believe it. So you might as well follow the same mentality when you're using social media. Maybe follow that cheesy Instagrammer who just posts motivational quotes all day, or
I do.
or the person who gives self-help speeches and things like that. Because even if it seems cheesy at the start, eventually like it'll sink in, subliminal messaging and all that type of stuff. It'll definitely help. All right, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As always, all of our social medias are in the description below.
And if you liked Coffee Talks, please don't hesitate to give us more ideas of what to talk about, because we really enjoy doing this. And if you want more content, please give us more ideas.
Yes, thank you guys so much, and see you next time.